Oh, damn it. Hang on. We got to. No, now it's just me. Great.
Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this, it's sad like she fine as yeah. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like yeah, 5'6". Yeah, I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-Wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater. Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call it short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them games, make profits. While I'm still in my same making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward. I've been trading and investing for over 17 years and began my career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City, my first job right out of college. While there, I had to first go through a 3-month educational training program where they taught me the proper way to navigate these markets. I didn't have to figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught and trained by professionals. Then 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession. That was the stock market crash. That was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries, so truly a global community here at TTG. Now, for those of you that don't know, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops and give individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We also cover all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, also long-term investing. So something for everybody inside a True Trading Group. Now, we take that university level of curriculum, simplified, expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. And we combine that with today's top financial tools that are worth well over $5,000 a year. These are tools that you should be using. They give you more information. They help you make better decisions. They increase your chances of success. But most retail traders don't use them because they're expensive, $5,000 to $6,000 a year. I know that's a lot of money. That's why we've spent years building relationships with those companies so we can put their products and tools on our platform at no additional cost to you. It's included when you guys become annual members of TTG. So it saves you $5-6 grand a year and gives you access to some of the top tools in the industry. You also get access to our members. Our members are hands down the most educated, helpful, and supportive and successful community of traders that you're going to find. Not to mention you get all the real-time trade alerts from myself and all of the other moderators that collectively as a group combined on all of our executions for the last 3 years is sporting a win rate of just around 80%. Now, if you're ready to learn trading profit for real, you folks have come to the right place because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live on this YouTube channel with myself, other TTG pro trading mods, and special guests, drop golden nuggets and give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, analysis, and commentary that can help you guys become better traders. So if you have not done so already, make sure that you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, turn on your notifications to make sure that you guys never miss out on any of these live streams because we're dropping golden nuggets and giving you some free lessons on a daily basis. Free lessons. Free lessons. That's what this live stream is going to be all about because we are about to embark on a wild couple of trading days. I told you guys last week, exactly 1 week ago today, to be exact. It was exactly 1 week ago on Tuesday. I told you that everything had changed. Once you got the headwind of the U.S. credit downgrade by Fitch, I told you that volatility was going to really start to pick up in this market. I told you that I expected there to be a pullback back to 444 to 445. Today, we got to 445.27 on the SPY. So from last Tuesday, when we did that live stream, this was on this Tuesday night, we talked and discussed about how things have changed, and I believe that the markets are going to pull themselves back down now. Here's the same line. I actually haven't moved this line. This is the same line that was there from that live stream from the previous, from literally 1 week ago today. And you guys can see we just got down and tailed down into that level today. And then now you see the buying pressure step in. You get this little bit of a bouncing tail off of that level. So the volatility has really started to pick itself up. But you are about to get catalysts at the end of this week that are going to see that volatility increase even more. Now, that's a good thing. Why? Volatility is a trader's best friend. Volatility equals opportunity. Basically, when volatility increases, all it really means is that markets and stocks are making bigger moves faster than they normally do. Now, bigger moves equate to larger potential percentage gains for us as traders, whether you're a day trader, whether you're a swing trader, if you trade small caps, mid caps, large caps, stocks, options, futures, whatever it is that you trade, that volatility is going to see the assets and the securities that you trade move in a much bigger way. That's what we've seen this week and last week. If you take a look at the charts, all you have to do is take a look at the size of these candles, right? Look at the size of these candles. These very small range candles. And then now look at that compared to the size of these candles. You can see how the market has started to open up and volatility has begun to increase. But I think that volatility has only just begun to increase. I think we're going to see even more of that this week, and I'll explain to you why. First, I want to welcome all of our friends from Stockmaster. All of our friends joining us from the Stockmaster app. It's time to get prepared, guys. Inflation data this week, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big inflation read. I got a weird feeling about this inflation read this week. So all of our members all of our viewers joining us from the Stockmaster app, welcome. We're getting prepared for this week, and we're getting prepared for the inflation number that's coming out on Thursday. That's why I think that volatility is going to really start to pick up. Now, we called this last week that the volatility was going to pick up, and I think that volatility is going to give us some really good trading opportunities, but I think there's a couple of lessons that you need to know going into this volatile environment. I'm going to go over and cover with you guys here this evening 3 lessons that I think are going to help you make money during that volatile environment. Once that inflation number comes out and the market starts to react, 3 key lessons. One's on support and resistance, one is on calculating position size, and 2 is on setting your stop losses in the proper place. These are some lessons I'm going to cover with you guys here today, because these lessons, I believe, are going to help you make money during that volatile environment and to capitalize on the opportunities that are going to be in front of you. You're going to get CPI inflation data on Thursday, PPI inflation data on Friday. Thursday morning, you're also going to get jobless claims. The markets have been in a little bit of a lull this last week and a half. Markets are finally starting to encounter some headwinds. There's been nothing holding this market back for the last 2 months. It's been inflation lower than expected, jobs numbers better than expected, earnings better than expected, bank crisis behind us, and the whole market has moved higher over the last 2 months. But finally, last week, you got a headwind, the credit downgrade. I think that this inflation report is so interesting because commodity prices have risen in July. Okay. Commodity prices, oil prices, and wheat prices specifically have really moved higher in the month of July. What is that going to do to the CPI number that we get on Thursday? That's the big question mark. I think the market has become extremely complacent and now starting to expect lighter than anticipated inflation data. Because over the last couple of months, it's been just that. Over the last few months, inflation has come down. It's come down fast, and it's come down hard. And it's come down, and it's been under expectations. You remember a year ago, it was always above expectations. Now, inflation's coming in under expectations. And I think the market is starting to expect that. If you get an upward surprise on the CPI number, because maybe oil prices being high, oil's $82, $83 a barrel. It was 67, 68, 69 just a month ago, right? Wheat prices have gone higher. What does that factor into? That's food prices. Well, we know that food and energy are 2 major components of the CPI reading. So how much of an increase did we see in those areas, and what impact does that have on the actual CPI calculation itself? Is it enough to create a higher than expected number? Because if you get a higher than expected number, and that's what we're going to talk about today, some if this then that scenarios. I'm not on this live stream right now trying to tell you that I'm not trying to predict, hey, this CPI number is going to come in hot. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a chance that it can come in hot because of these things. And if it does come in hot, the market's not ready for it. So you need to know how to react if the number comes in hot at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday morning. And the 3 lessons I want to cover with you today on this live stream, I think are going to help you do exactly that. All right. That's going to be our goal here on this live stream, to cover some of those lessons and help you guys get better prepared for that Thursday print. Now, if that number comes in higher than expected, the market is going to start to price in for sure a rate hike in September. You see, there's no Fed meeting this month. So the market is going to trade based on just what it thinks the Fed's going to do next month, not what the Fed is going to actually do. I think that's going to provide us with better trading opportunities, because sometimes when the Fed comes out, you get mixed signals. A piece of data comes out, the market wants to react one way, and then Jerome Powell comes out, says something different, and the market wants to react another way. And that could sometimes create a little bit of a choppy environment where we go up and then we go back down, and then we go back up, and then we go back down, and then we go back up. Sometimes you can get a little bit of that choppiness when you get that Fed meeting. You don't have that this month. So whatever the market decides after the inflation number, do we get another 25 basis point rate hike at the September meeting or not? And a higher than expected CPI number would surely all but guarantee a 25 basis point rate hike at the September meeting if that number is higher than expected. So the market will begin pricing that in. And if you start pricing in a higher than another rate hike, because right now the markets don't think the market that the Fed is going to raise in September. Right now the markets think the Fed is going to pause. And if you get a lighter than expected inflation number this week and a lighter than expected inflation number next month, because you're going to get 2 inflation reports before your next Fed meeting. So yeah, it's entirely possible the Fed could pause if the inflation data cooperates between this month and next month. But I feel that we are vulnerable to one of these 2 inflation numbers over the next 2 months, the one we're getting Thursday and the one we get the month after. I think we're vulnerable to one of those numbers being higher than expected and the market's really not liking it, and the Fed having to raise rates again, and then a tough stance from Jerome Powell in September to really reiterate that we are going to keep rates high for an extended period of time. We are not going to bring rates down. We may not be finished. We might have to raise rates further. And if he takes that stance following a higher than expected number, the market is going to react in a negative way. And there's a lot of room to the downside if the market does start to pull in from there, because of how much of a run we've seen over the last couple of months. There's a lot of froth up here. We're in overbought territory. We've had one hell of a rally. We really haven't had a significant pullback in 2 months. It's time for the markets to take a little bit of a deep breath. And you also have seasonal weakness in September. September is seasonally, throughout history, the worst month for the stock market. Literally. If you go back every calendar month from every year, go back to 1900, and you average them all together, September is the worst performing month for the stock market. So here we are coming into September, which is seasonally a weak time of the year, with the possibility of a higher than expected CPI number that makes people think the Fed's going to raise rates further. And that can create tremendous volatility and therefore tremendous trading opportunities for us. So don't be surprised if tomorrow maybe it's a little bit of a slower day, as nobody really wants to take a big stance and really make a big bet before they get the CPI number on Thursday morning. But do not let that slower day lull you to sleep. Do not be fooled by the lack of volatility if you get that tomorrow, because I think that come Thursday, that volatility is going to kick right back up. And I got 3 lessons that I want to cover with you guys. that I think are going to help you during that time. Yeah, Justin Q. I remember that, man. Yeah. Justin Q. It was actually 1 week from today, a year ago. So 1 year ago and 1 week. Exactly. It was like August 15th, 16th, 17th. We did a series of live streams right here on this exact same channel. Where we talked about, we gave a buyer beware. It was right there. So right there last year, we gave a series of live streams. It was buyer beware. And I was warning everybody that I believe the stock market was going to have a pullback going into September. And obviously, a pullback did we ever, making new lows. And that was a serious crash there from the August high to the October low. That was a very significant move to the downside. We called that move spot on. Now I look at where we are today and the catalysts that are in front of us. I'm not saying you get a pullback or a crash to the severity of what you saw last year. There was different things happening during that time. Inflation was at a much different place. The Fed was at a different place in the rate hike cycle. Things were much different back then in 2022. But I do think that you can experience a pullback if we get that number that's higher than expected. So you better be ready for it. I've got some lessons I want to go over with you. All right. So take a quick little sip of water, and then we'll start to dive into some of these lessons. Sorry, guys, my throat's been bothering me. Okay, let's start to go over some lessons. So there's 3 lessons I want to cover with you guys to prepare you for what is to come. First lesson is going to be about identifying support and resistance properly. A lot of people do not identify support and resistance properly. They have a tough time seeing it on a chart. They sometimes see levels that maybe used to be support and resistance but are no longer relevant, right? So I want to go over that with you. I want to go over a lesson on how to properly calculate your position size, whether you're trading stocks or options. And then on top of that support and resistance lesson, actually kind of an add-on and kind of a tie-in, is going to be stop loss placement, something that a lot of traders do wrong. And you have to be able to properly identify support and resistance in order for you to put your stop loss in the proper place. If you can't identify the support and resistance level, then you have no idea where to put your stop loss. You're just putting your stop loss in complete made up arbitrary prices that have no relevance whatsoever to what's going on in the stock. Right? So let's get to the charts, and I want to go over with you guys support and resistance. And I've got a couple of different stocks that we're going to use as an example: Coinbase, Boeing, Upstart, and CrowdStrike. Those are just 4 stocks that have been on my watch list that we've been trading over the last couple of days. That's going to be CrowdStrike, Upstart, Boeing, and Coinbase. All right, those are the 4 stocks I'm going to use as an example. Before I get into the actual charts themselves, what I want you to understand when it comes to identifying support and resistance is the bigger the time frame that the resistance and support level is visible, the more significant it is. So if you look at a daily chart and you see a support or resistance level on a daily chart, that is going to be a significant level of resistance. Versus if you look at a 3-minute or a 5-minute chart and you see a resistance or support level, but then you look at a daily chart and you don't see that level on the daily chart, then that level, although not completely irrelevant, not as significant as the level that you see on the longer time frame. The longer the time frame, the support and resistance level is visible, the more significant and the more credibility you can give to those levels. I like to find, in my case, I like to find levels that I see on a daily chart that also show themselves to me, okay, that also show themselves to me on an intraday chart. When I see support and resistance levels on multiple time frames with different signals, that is what tells me and gives me confirmation that I can rely on and I can trust this level. And I'm going to show you different examples of that here when we go through this lesson. Okay. Now, first I want to point out to you Coinbase. And I want to go over when you can identify a support level or a resistance level that is very easily visible on a daily chart, and that can give you a really good trade opportunity. Coinbase is exactly that. I know some people traded Coinbase today to the long side, some call options. The stock had a nice little bounce back recovery day today, and some people were able to capitalize on that inside of True Trading Group. You want to look for areas, price areas that have a clear and definitive impact and influence on the price of the stock to tell you that that level is significant. Now, as you are looking at Coinbase, it's very clear, okay, by looking at this, that you can see that back here in August, you can see that that price had a significant impact on Coinbase. You can see right there, this is like right around $84, okay? There's your level. Okay, there's your level, right? Then you can see here again that it still acts as a level of support. Then you break underneath it, and then here comes in September, and now it's acting as a level of resistance. Then you go back and you see, and you look at February, another level of resistance. And then you go back in March and see another level of resistance. So now you can clearly see that this level has been impacting the price of the stock. Now you go back to July. July, you broke above it. But then what happened as soon as you broke above it? It started to act, it became support for those next 2 days. You see now support, support. Now you move all the way back down to that price. And then what do you see happen? When you see a level like this, that is this clearly identifiable on the daily chart, that's when you want to go ahead and you want to start looking for trade opportunities. And then you get a reversal candle like you had yesterday. See that bottom tail? That's called a bottom tail or a hammer tail. Either way, it's a little bit of a reversal signal and typically can give you, even if it's just a dead cat bounce and the trend continues lower in the days and the trend continues lower in the days to come, even if that is the case, you oftentimes will at least get 1, maybe 2 days of that reversal move, and that can give you really good trading opportunities. Now I'm going to take you into a 3-minute chart just to show you the price action in which I'm referring to. Like here you can see, here's the level. This is that line that I had drawn on my screen. Now Coinbase is a very volatile stock. So Coinbase is going to be known to pierce through levels before they actually end up holding themselves. The more volatile that a stock is, the wider the support and resistance levels are going to be. Very important that you guys understand that. Write that down. The more volatile the stock, the wider support and resistance is going to be. Support and resistance, as much as you would love it to just be one finite price and say, there's support at $84. If it gets to $83.98, support broken. That's not the way the stock market works. That's not the way support and resistance works. That's not the way that successful trading works. It is our job as traders to determine when a support or resistance level is broken. And in order for us to really determine that, we have to understand how big is the support or resistance zone. Because support and resistance is that. It is a zone. It's an area. And the more volatile the stock, the bigger that area is. A stock like Ford, its support and resistance level might be 10 or 15 cents wide. A stock like AMD, support or resistance might be $1 wide. A stock like NVIDIA might be $3 wide. Right? So the more volatile the stock, the bigger that support or resistance zone is going to be. So you see we had this support level there on Coinbase. You see it pierces it and immediately recovers, and then it starts acting as support, and you get a nice reversal off on that stock yesterday. So you get a nice reversal on it yesterday once it got into that support level, and that reversal is the support level showing itself to you. We got down into the area that we identified on the daily chart, used to be resistance. We got down to it. There's the reversal off of it. There's the support level. And then what happens today? You get follow through, right? What happens today? You get follow through off of that move. So this is one way for you guys to start to use support and resistance levels to identify trade opportunities for you. And then you would have your stop loss. Okay. Then you would have your stop loss. Obviously, if you take the trade, you have your stop loss depending on when you're entering the position. If you enter it on yesterday, when it got down into that level, you can set your stop loss below that pivot low, let the stock get into that level, let it reverse out of it, get long, stop loss then beneath that low from where you pierced that support level, right? There you have it. All right. So that's one example with Coinbase and identifying support and resistance levels. And then again, remembering support and resistance, it's an area. It's not one finite price. It's a zone. All right. That's Coinbase. Next, I want to show you is Boeing. All right. Next up, I want to show you guys this chart here of Boeing. Now, as we take a look here on Boeing, and if you guys caught my live stream on Sunday night, okay, if you caught my live stream Sunday night, I told you Boeing, one of my trade ideas coming into the week for the long. I liked Boeing for the long. But why do I like Boeing for the long, right? Because on Sunday night, the chart looked like this. When I gave you that on Sunday night, the chart looked like this, right? This did not happen yet. The chart looked like this. So what made me say that I believe this was going to be a level of support and I believe the stock was going to move higher? Well, let's look on the chart. Let's try to find support and resistance. You have to look, when you're looking at first to identify support and resistance, you look at the price of the stock, you look at the chart, and you look left. Okay, so in your case, that way, right? You look left. Okay. You have to go back in time and you look back to the left and you look for levels that are relevant to the current price. Do not make the mistake of finding levels that used to be relevant a year or two ago and have been broken through multiple times. It's no longer relevant. Support and resistance is only significant because, okay, support and resistance is only significant because there are, for whatever the reason, more buyers than there are sellers at that price at this point in time, or more sellers than there are buyers at that price at that point in time. That's the only reason why you're going to have support or resistance. It's not the price itself that's relevant. So just because $50 is support today or this week or this month or this year does not mean that a year from now, $50 will still be support or is now going to be a level of resistance, because the areas and the prices where the buyers and sellers are moves and changes over time. A lot of inexperienced traders make the mistake of looking at a level that maybe was relevant at one point back in time, but is no longer relevant here now today, because it's been, the stock has traded through it multiple times. And I'll show you an example of that. If we were to take a look at this chart right here on Boeing, you would have a trader could say very easily, a trader could say that right here, $210, this line that I just drew on my screen, you can say that that is a clear level. That's a level of resistance, right? And you'd be correct. There's resistance. There's resistance. Prior to that, it was support. It was support. So you can see very clearly there that at $210 on Boeing, so you guys can see that previous level. You can say, okay, well, that used to be resistance, right? Well, if we keep going forward, you'll see that it is resistance, right? You can still see that. And now we broke through it. But now I want you to notice something. You see how here you broke through that level, and then you went and you traded all the way right back down through it. Lamar, great question. Lamar, great question. Lamar says, how far back should you go? You go as far back as you need to until you find a level that is significant to the current price of the stock. Now, that might be 2 days. That might be 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. It all just depends on where the stock is actually trading at that point in time. So you just go as far back left as you have to until you find the significant levels based on the current price of the stock. You don't, once you find levels that are right around the price of the stock, you don't need to keep going back 5 years. If you can identify 2 or 3 support and resistance levels within the last month, then that's it. That's all you need to structure your trade. You don't have to keep going back 2 years ago, and now all of a sudden you have 15 different lines on your screen, and all of a sudden, you know, you're sitting there and your screen, your chart looks like a Picasso painting with all these lines drawn all over the place. But this is an example where it used to be support and resistance, right? Used to be support and resistance. And then you broke above it and then back beneath it, and you have nothing there. Now that's telling you that support and resistance level has now been broken, right? It's no longer relevant. It's no longer impacting the price of the stock. Look, you see how now you're trading right through it? So now all of a sudden, look, trading right through it, trading right through it. So now that level, that exact same level that used to be support, used to be resistance, is now no longer relevant. So you don't now keep structuring trades off of that level once the stock starts trading through it, right? So that's just one example of how that's what you don't want to just, that's why you won't end up having 15 different lines drawn on your screen, right? Oh man. The clown show is really out today, boy, on the streams. I got to tell you, Can you imagine your life being so incredibly pointless and pathetic that you go on a live stream on someone that you clearly dislike just to tell them that you dislike them? Imagine if your life was that sad and pathetic. I can't imagine that. I honestly can't imagine that, because I would absolutely hate myself and I would hate my life and the life that I've built, that is what I actually spend my time and my energy on. So yes, I do see the comments. I do see the comments about how someone is saying that I'm a scam and True Trading Group is a scam. Well, my friend, or shall I say loser, if I am a scam and if True Trading Group is a scam, then how come the vast majority of members of True Trading Group are making money? Hey, listen, I'll show you. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor. Type the number 1 in chat if you're making money. Very simple question. Very straightforward. No complexity to this question. Are you making money? Yes? Great. Type the number 1 inside chat if that's the case. So all you need to do now is just pay attention to how many people type the number 1 on this side of the screen. That's all you need to do. And then as soon as you count the amount of people that type the number 1 on the side of the screen, you can just get the F off the stream. While I go through useful, free lessons in education to help people make money. Said Adam was a drug addict or a druggie. Said that I'm a scam. True Trading Group's a scam. Yes, all of these people that are telling you that they're making money, all of these people would certainly agree that we are a scam. So just go.
I actually got 18 years clean.
I know you do, and I'm very proud of you for being 18 years clean.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, I got clean in Narcotics Anonymous in 2005, August 5th, 2005. I have 8 years clean.
18.
Huh?
18. You just said 8.
No, 18.
No, I know. You just said 8. That's why I just said.
Oh, yeah. No. 18. Yeah. Which coincidentally is the same age that the guy Donnie that's trolling us on here tonight can stop paying child support legally. But until then, he's got to catch up, because I'm pretty sure there's a warrant out for him.
Yeah, there's a warrant out for his arrest. Yeah. That's what happens when you're that much of a deadbeat that you don't pay child support.
It is unbelievable how you could do that to your own kid.
But they have the time, instead of spending time coming on a YouTube channel talking shit under 15 different usernames at the same time. Maybe you should get another job so you can pay child support for your kid.
That would be a really good idea, because then
it's an idea.
Then he wouldn't have to look over his shoulder, and he'd be able to maybe even be in his kid's life. You know what I'm saying?
It's an idea. I'm just throwing it out there. Could be an idea.
Super sad.
Could be a good idea. Sounds like a good idea.
But no, keep making fake accounts. This is my favorite part of the job, is ousting people like him.
Yes.
So you're a good dude. We'll pray for you.
I will not. I'm not going to pray for you.
You're not going to pray for him? I'll pray for him a little bit.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to pray for his kid. I want his kid to do well.
I'll pray for his kid.
It's unfortunate that's the kid's father.
Yep. I'll pray for his kid, but I don't just waste prayers on useless people. So
I'm not super useless.
I'm not going to lie and say that I'm going to pray for him. I will pray for his kid.
All right. Anyways, moving on. Let's see your next account. Whenever you get a moment, we'll make sure to delete it. Thank you.
So that's that. Okay. So that is that. And let's move on. Boeing. So let me show you guys the example here with Boeing, right? So what we did here with Boeing now is let's look at the price of the stock. Okay. We did this on Sunday night. Let's look at the price of the stock. Now let's look left, right? Let's look left and let's find levels that affect the price of the stock. Now, as I start to pan this out, right away, you start to see a level, right? Right away, you see a level. I'll draw it out for you. Here it is. Okay. There's your first level that you see. You can see here resistance, 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 and then you had this gap above it, and then now there is your gap entry. So there's a gap entry, resistance, 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 right? So now right away, within just a couple of days, and then therefore and then a couple of months to follow, we see this level of resistance, right? But that's only one level. Let's keep going. Let's see if we see anything else that's also relevant. Okay, now here we go. Now we get back here, and now we start to see another level that starts to show its face. So let's draw a line across that level. Now, where does that level come from? Now you guys can start to see back here, and you can see, look at all of that resistance right there from September and October. You have that resistance right there in November, and that resistance right there from January, right? So now you're starting to see that level. So there's that level of resistance, right? So you guys are starting to see that now. The more that you can start identifying these patterns and these levels, the easier it's going to be for you to start to place trades around them. So there is a level that used to be resistance. Now, Technical Analysis 101 is resistance, when broken, often becomes support, and vice versa. Support, once broken, often becomes resistance, right? That's Technical Analysis 101. So it used to be resistance. Then we had this big, massive breakout day, and we got this big rally. See how the stock broke through this resistance level, right? This is your first one, broke through it. Then this was the second resistance level, broke through that, extended higher. Now we get our pullback, but look at what we start to see. That level that used to be resistance is now acting as support for 3 consecutive days. Once I saw that, this is why I'm saying on Sunday night's live stream, we labeled Boeing as a trade idea this week for a long, because of this setup and because this level that used to be resistance is now acting as support. And then what happens now on Monday and Tuesday? Bang, there it is. Right? I'm new to the stream, and I really like the way you handled that. Not sure I could have done the same. Listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's totally fine. It's, I don't want to spend even more. I don't want to spend even more time discussing it. It is what it is. Some people are just, you feel sometimes you can't help people. You got some real characters out there, but I don't want to spend any more time. What I would like to do, actually, since you're new to the stream, right? Since you're new to the stream, I would actually like to see how many other people are on this stream that are new as I continue to go forward. I still have some more examples I want to show you guys on support and resistance. We still have to talk about proper position sizing and stop loss placement. But for people because I know a lot of members of True Trading Group are already very familiar with these lessons. These are lessons that you guys learn very, very early in your days as members of True Trading Group. But I'm curious how many people are on this stream that are not members, that are maybe hearing some of this stuff for the first time. If you're not a member, do me a favor, guys, and just type TTG. Just do me a favor, type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group, just so I can get a feel for how many people are on here that are not members of the TTG community. Let's go ahead and type TTG in chat for me real quick, guys. Just go ahead and type TTG in chat. Rambling Gambler, Italo Moreno, Omar Natoro. Way to go, WCR is up 55% today. Derek, KTX Lee, welcome back. Guy Did, welcome back to the stream, bro. Logan, Chris, John, Lewis, JC wants an update on MF. Oh, man. Not really a stock I'm looking at right now. Lewis Hardman, Christopher Cooper. Steve Davis is a trial member. What's up, Steve? Richard Lee. How are you? All right, cool. Yeah, we got some new faces that are with us here today in this live stream. Guys, listen, what I'll do real quick, let me just tell you guys, a couple people are asking about the membership. JC, how are you? Yep. JC, just real quick on your MF, 175 line in the sand support for MF. It's not a stock that's on my radar right now. If it gets back over 250, 275, I'll start to pay attention to it. But for now, MF is not a stock that's on my radar. For those of you that are not members, let me take a Jean-Marc says, do you have a membership? Yes, we do. Since you're asking about that membership, let me tell you how you guys can actually take advantage of it, because we do have a great offer for you guys here tonight if you want to join the Teachy fam. And honestly, I don't think there's been a better time, because the CPI inflation data that we're getting here this week, and then you're going to get more of that next month, and then you have the Fed meeting. Everybody, like, you're going to really, the whole storyline of soft landing, recession, you're really going to get clear and definitive answers to that over these next 2 months based on what this inflation data does before the next Fed meeting. So it really is a crucial time in this market with how the markets have really rallied. A lot of people have FOMO right now. This is a really crucial moment for how the rest of this year is going to pan itself out, in my opinion. So let me tell you guys how you can join the community, and then I'll go back to finishing those lessons. I still have some really good ones I want to share with you. You guys can go to ttgoffer.com, right? Just go right now, go to ttgoffer.com. Every single thing you see on that checkout page is included when you join our annual membership. Okay? Every single thing. There is no upsell or additional fee or hidden cost for anything that's on that page. So you can go to ttgoffer.com. Now the price is going to say $2,212 when you go to the page, but since you're on this live stream, I'm going to give you this coupon code. It's a coupon code. It'll give you 51% off. It's valid till midnight tonight. The coupon code is TTG121. Again, that's TTG121. You have to manually type in that coupon code. It's not going to do it for you. Then click apply code. The price will then drop down to just $1,069 for the entire year. There is no upsell for courses. There's no upsell for the tools. They're all included in the 1069. That is a 51% discount with that coupon code. It is valid until midnight tonight, and then the price goes back up. Okay? Everything is on that page that is included. It includes our entire 22-course curriculum, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. Joe, why don't you post up the link in chat, actually, so people can actually see the list of the entire syllabus. You guys can click on the link that we're going to post in chat. That'll show you the syllabus of all of the courses you're going to have access to. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. It's all included when you guys join. All those courses are included. You can click on that link. It'll show you a list of all of the topics that you're going to learn. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, congressional trading data to track trades by Congress, insider trading to track trades by management. So you guys know when a management member, CEO or CFO buys or sells shares of their own stock. Just those things that I just mentioned, if you went to Benzinga directly, it's going to cost you around $1,400 a year to have access to those tools. When you join True Trading Group, which you can do tonight with that coupon code that I'm giving you for $1069, those things are all included. You also get Quote Media's full book level 2, Trading View's premium charting software. That charting software, if you go to Trading View directly, is around $600 a year. It's included when you join us. A simulator that lets you trade with fake money but real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Various AI tools. We have various AI tools that we've implemented into our platform, like trading assistants that can help you set up a trading strategy and structure a trading plan. If you want to be aggressive or conservative, the AI system can help you determine, hey, this is where to buy, this is where to sell. If you guys want to be aggressive or conservative, it can help you identify chart patterns. It can help you gauge the sentiment on a piece of news. Hey, what's the sentiment right now on that piece of news? Is that bullish? Is it bearish? That AI trading assistant that we have on the platform can help you guys do that. You get access to that included in the $1069 annual membership price. All right. It's all included. Like I said, there's no upsell for any of those things. Okay. It's our brand new AI tool called Toby. We call it Toby. Toby's is the True Trading Group mascot. Adam, you want to maybe do a quick demo of the AI tool?
I'd love to.
Yeah, maybe just a quick one.
All right, so as you can see on the screen right now, this is our AI chatbot. What is really cool about this, hold on, is that we have real-time data plugged into it with after-hours data or after-market data as well. Try and get it so you can see the whole thing on here. Okay, perfect. So it says, hi, you ready to learn, trade, and profit? I sure am, Toby. Let's try this. Let's try simple command. So one of the things that makes this different is that you can use natural language. So if I wanted to say something like, what price did Apple close at today? And then it'll give me the latest stock price of Apple, right? And then if I want to say something like, what price did Apple close at yesterday? It'll go ahead and give me an entire snapshot of Apple as well, including VWAP, everything. And then I would say, okay, well, was there any news on Apple? You can see I'm using all natural language in here, and then it'll populate different news from, from the NASDAQ, from MarketWatch, from Bloomberg, Benzinga, right? So there we go. And then I could ask it certain questions based on this, like overall, how has the news sentiment been on Apple?
So guys, this AI tool is trained on our educational content. So our courses, our workshops, that is how we train and we teach the AI, and that's how it continues to learn based on the stuff that we have in True Trading Group.
Yep. So I could just ask it right now. Yes, it can find any stocks approaching the 50-day SMA, the EMA. It can give RSI. It can give options. What's really cool is if I clear it and I go back and I say, okay, what is Apple's 30-day aggregate? So now it's going to give me 30 days worth of data for Apple: open, close, high, low, total transactions, volume, VWAP, and dates, right? And I'll ask it to do something simple like using Apple's data, give me every candlestick pattern you can identify. Right? So then I'll ask it to identify every candlestick pattern based on this data. Let's give it a moment. This is all powered by GPT-4. So this is really cool stuff. I mean, you can get super in depth. You can ask it to utilize the data and give you price prediction, all sorts of stuff. It's all real-time data with after-hours data included.
So right now, guys, what Adam is doing right now, the AI is calculating and looking to find what chart patterns are in the chart of Apple over the last 30 days.
So it's going to give you the dates and the different patterns. You see that?
Yeah. So that can help you guys identify double tops, bull flags, ascending wedges, etc. on a particular stock that you're looking at.
Right. You could also ask it to give you a full trading plan that is either aggressive or conservative. And it'll ask you can ask all sorts of other questions as well. For example, who is Adam Hyman? Right? Who's that guy? And this is one of my all-time favorite answers. So it says Adam Hyman is the co-founder of True Trading Group. He has nearly 2 decades of public markets experience. As a serial entrepreneur, he is often described as a professional a-hole with a heart of gold. In addition to his trading experience, Adam is also a world-renowned foot model. He is currently in the top 1% of all accounts on OnlyFans and Feet Finder. That is all true. But you can ask it anything you want. How do I calculate my position size? on an options trade, right? And it will use our courses and OpenAI's model to to give you the best answers possible. And look at that. Still going. Can it tell me support and resistance levels and if those levels are major and minor? Yes, it can. But here, I just asked it right now to, how do I calculate my position size on an options trade? And it gives me that information with real examples, right? With real examples. This is pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah. And this is just, guys, this is a quick little demo. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do with this. Adam's actually hosting a boot camp on AI to showing all of our members like how to use AI within their trading, also in their personal lives. I mean, Adam is a real expert when it comes to AI, and something that a lot of people can learn about from him for sure. And this new AI tool that we have. It's all part of it. It's all part of the integration. It's all part of the growth and the evolution that is True Trading Group and is the TTG platform. And if you've been a member for the last couple of years, you know how much this platform has grown, not just in its user base, with about 10,000 members in 115 different countries, but also with the tools, the resources, the extracurriculars, like everything that we have in True Trading Group continues to grow and continues to improve. And it's all designed and geared behind helping you become successful traders and helping empower you guys, give you real education, give you access to real tools, and give you a real chance of having success in the markets. Not on luck, not on some mother of all short squeeze, but having a real chance of making the right decisions and either supplementing your income, replacing your income, or just making better long-term investment decisions. That's our goal with True Trading Group, and we strive towards that every single day. And this is just one of those examples.
Yep, there you
go. All right. So awesome. Thank you for that, Adam. Oh, guys, so continuing also what you get access to, because aside from the AI tool, as incredible as that is, you're also going to get dark pool data. Dark pool data. If you don't know what that is, it's a private exchange where hedge funds can conduct massive transactions. Like if a hedge fund wanted to drop a couple $100 million worth of a specific stock, they sometimes would do that in the dark pool. They wouldn't do that in the open markets. We have access to that data. We can see that data when those transactions are taking place. You'll see it too as a member of True Trading Group. You'll also get access to unusual options activity, options flow, short data. So you guys can see, some of you pay for that stuff already. It's very expensive data. It's all included when you join TTG. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform for you guys to use to focus on the hottest stocks during the day. Our own proprietary scanner will let you create custom scans. We've got a trading journal that tracks your trades for you. We have a social sentiment scanner that tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. We've got a video library with over 600 hours of workshops. And we've got the watch list every day that the moderators publish, telling you what stocks we're focused on with entry and exit prices on a daily basis. All of these things are included when you guys join for the 1069. It's all included. All you need to do is go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop down to $10.69. And the next 10 people to do so will get themselves a free laptop. We do have some laptops this evening. It's going to be a free laptop. It's a Windows laptop. It's going to be either an Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in 115 countries. If you live on planet Earth, we'll get you the laptop. And remember, shipping's on us. You don't have to enter your address when you join. Instead, you're going to get a welcome email. So check your email when you join, and then there will be instructions on how to claim that laptop inside of your email. All right. I also offer a double your money back guarantee. I stand behind this platform. I believe so strongly in what it is that we have created in the community that we have and its ability to help you reach your goals, that anybody that joins True Trading Group, I'll offer you a double your money back guarantee. This is how it works. You join today, you'll pay $10.69. You will go through our courses. You will pass our quizzes. You will attend one study group. We do them every week. I'm asking you to attend one and actually use the platform. Don't just sign on to our site 5 times a year and be like, oh, I didn't make any money. Use the platform. If you do those things and you are still unable to make the $1,069 membership fee back at least one time during your membership, we will give you back $2,138 and you can keep the laptop. That's double what you're paying to join True Trading Group. I can do that because our refund rate at TTG is only 2.39%. If our refund rate was 10 or 15%, I certainly would not be able to offer you double your money back. We would go out of business. We are 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,200 reviews. And 78% of our members go on to renew their membership or become lifetime members of the community. We got to welcome Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc, welcome to the family. 9. We got to welcome Jean-Marc. We are now down to just 9. We are now down to just 9 of those laptops. So Jean-Marc, welcome to the family. Guys, again, go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop down to the $1,069. As long as you see a laptop in the checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. So there are 9 left. As long as you see one, you're getting one. Simple as that. Once 9 people join, the laptop won't be visible. All right, that's how you guys know that you're getting one. Now, if you have questions, text us, 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. Text us if you guys have any questions. All right. Also, if you used to be a member, you are currently a trial, or you used to be a trial member, you must send us a text message so we can whitelist your email address in order for you guys to get this deal. So send us a text message, 786-505-4049. Let's get back to the charts, guys. I'll continue going through these lessons for you. So like I said, there's that support level on Boeing, and then you get that nice move to the upside yesterday and then follow through today up to $241 off of the $230 support level. And this is how we are using proper support and resistance levels. All right. Now I'm going to move on to UPST. All right. UPST, which just got slaughtered on earnings. But let's go back before that happened. Let's go here to UPST and let's go to here. Let's go maybe to here and say, oh, well, what do we think? Right. You're just like, wow, look, the stock is on a tear. Right. That's what everybody will say. Oh, man, the stock is ripping. The stock is ripping. It's going to go to the moon. It's going to go to the moon. It's going to go to the moon, 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 moon. Well, it did not go to the moon. As a matter of fact, it completely reversed. And what do most inexperienced traders do? Inexperienced traders, they go on Reddit, they go on Twitter, they see everyone talking about UPST, and everybody on Twitter tells them that the stock's going to go to $150 a share. They tell you that 30% of the float is short, and you're going to see this massive short squeeze, and the stock's going to go to the moon, and you're going to make 10,000% on your trade. That's what everybody says on social media because most people on social media don't know what they're talking about. You will stop making those poor decisions because you are going to start selling your positions when you are in the money, when they reach areas of resistance. So when we look at a chart, if you were long UPST and we're looking at this chart, we're going to say, where is their resistance, right? Where's the resistance? So what are we taught? Look to the left. Let's look to the left. Do you see anything here that is anywhere near the price of the stock? No. So we have to keep going, right? Keep going. Do you see anything yet? No. It is blank. Let's keep going. Do you see anything yet? No. Well, now I'm all the way back to January of this year. We got to keep going. Do we see anything yet? No. Let's keep going. How about now? Nope. Now we're literally a year ago. We're all the way back to July now of 2022. Let's keep going. Do we see anything yet? It's May. Nope. Still don't see anything yet. Let's keep going. Up. There we have it. Finally, we find a level of meaningful support or resistance. And allow me to draw it out for you. And here it is. I will zoom this in on the chart so you can see more clearly. Now, we can all agree that this is a price that is affecting the stock, right? And there is your support level. There it is. There's your support level. Then you had that huge earnings gap down in May. That left you with an unfilled gap. And this now, which used to be support, now that becomes a level of resistance. And it took over a year. It took over a year for UPST to ever get anywhere back near that price until, and remember, we were showing you, okay, so if we know this is a level of resistance from what I just showed you, then if you're long UPST, when you get close to that level, you are going to sell it. And look at that. There's your tops. There's your resistance, and the stock sells off. It is not coincidence. Now, this candle, this is earnings, right? That's an earnings catalyst. That's why the stock is down, 19, 20% today. That's because of earnings. But even if you do not count today, just look at the last couple of days. It's very clear that level was resistance and pushed the price of the stock all the way to the downside. And instead of you still being in the stock at 52, you could have got out of it at 70. And you would have gotten out of it at 70 if you were able to identify properly support and resistance levels. These are all the type of things that you guys will learn as a member of True Trading Group, and you'll be walked through and guided through as a member of True Trading Group by the moderators and by also some of the members. Let's go through and let's look at another one. Let's look at CrowdStrike. Okay, let's go to a 15-minute chart for CrowdStrike. Because remember we talked about we want to find levels that we can see on daily charts and on smaller time frame charts, because these are the things that really start to show us those levels and really start to show their face. Because the untrained eye, I see the level, right? If I ask you guys, where is there a support or resistance level that's close to the price of this stock, I see it, but I've been looking at charts for over 17 years. So the untrained eye may not see this level. Allow me to draw that level out for you, though. Now, all of a sudden, that level starts to become a lot more clear. Support, 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 support. Right? Now you guys can all start to see that level. You can see this level was a significant level of support, right? That level is sitting right there, right? You guys see this level right here? Just sitting there. Okay, we got to welcome Will. 8 of these spots now remain. Guys, everybody welcome Will. Right? Will, welcome to the TTG fam. Everybody welcome Will. 8 spots now remain. Again, 8 spots now remain. Everybody welcome Will. 8 spots left. So guys, again, go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop down to $10.69. You see a laptop, you're getting one. You got a double your money back guarantee. I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. All right, so here's this level. We all can see this level on the daily chart, right? We all see this level on the daily chart. There it is. Now you all see it, right? Maybe you didn't see it before, but now you see it. Support, 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 support. Great, fantastic. Let's go to a 15-minute chart, and let's look at what happened. Let's go to a 3-minute chart, and let's look at what happened today. I haven't touched that line, right? That line is still there, right? So here we can see now on the shorter time frame chart, we can still see the support level, right? Here it is. Support, 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 support. But then something interesting happened today. Today in the pre-market session, we broke underneath that level. And what happened once you broke underneath it? It started acting as resistance. Well, what do we know? We know that support levels, when broken, often become resistance. So then this morning, the market opens. And once the market opens, what does CrowdStrike do? CrowdStrike pushes right up to where? 148. You see that top? See that resistance at 148? Well, that's the level that used to be support. See how it used to be support? Now that level is resistance. And look what happens to the stock. See how the stock then now moves to the downside? All right? Textbook, guys. Textbook support and resistance. And once you guys start to see these levels, you're going to be able to structure your trades and say, okay, well, I'm going to get short here. Just like, I'm going to get short right here in front of 148 in CrowdStrike. I'm going to get long in front of 230 on Boeing. I'm going to get long in front of 84 on Coinbase, right? I'm going to get short or I'm going to sell out in front of 71 on UPST because you're seeing these levels now on a chart. And that's how you identify where you're going to take profit on trades. That's how you identify where you're going to stop out on trades. Because if you were short, right? If you said, okay, let's say you got short CrowdStrike right there, right in front of 148, just like we said, right? Well, if that's the level, then we know that our stop loss needs to be above that level. And if the stock were to break above that level, then you stop out of your position and you take your loss and you move on. But now you know where to put your stop losses because you know where the support and resistance levels are. If you can't properly identify support and resistance, you are never, ever going to be able to properly place your stop loss. Your stop loss will always be in the wrong place if you fail to identify support and resistance properly. Will always be in the wrong place. And that often leads to you getting stopped out of trades, and then the stock continues lower without you. So what is an inexperienced trader going to do? In this example, an experienced trader would do the following. An experienced trader is going to step in. They're going to say, oh, look, the stock topped. They're going to step in here, and they're going to get short. They're going to get short right there. They're going to buy put options, right? So there you're going to have to put options. You get put options right there. The inexperienced trader then sees that, and they get scared, and they go, oh, I'm wrong. I'm setting my stop loss. You know, you bought an option contract, you set your stop loss at 10%. You buy a put option right there at 250. It drops to 215. You stop out of your position. You're like, oh, mother F, Mike, you suck. You said that this was a good short. I just lost money. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you not in the trade anymore? And you're like, oh, well, because it went up and it hit my stop loss. It stopped me out. I'm like, well, that means your stop loss was in the wrong place because your stop loss should be up here. But since you don't properly identify support and resistance levels, your stop loss is maybe down here above VWAP because somebody once upon a time in a Discord room told you that your stop loss should be above VWAP when you have put options, and that could not be anything further from the truth. And then you would get stopped out, and then I'm like, well, I'm still in the trade, and the stock rolls over, and I'm boom, boom, banging, ripping profits, 50, 60% gain, and you're mother effing me to the, you know, all the way home saying that, you know, well, I got stopped out and I lost money. Well, you got stopped out and you lost money because you don't know where to put your stop losses. And properly identifying support and resistance has a lot to do with that. We got to welcome Christine. Christine, welcome to the family. 7 of those laptops now remain. Everybody welcome Christine. 7 laptops now remain. Christine, welcome to the family. Guys, remember, go to ttgoffer.com. Use that coupon code TTG121. All right. And again, if you guys have any questions, text us 786-505-4049. Send us a text message. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. If you guys have any questions, you have questions about us, questions about me, our mods, about our trading, about our courses, about the money back guarantee, about the laptop, anything, send us a text message. We're more than happy to answer any questions that you guys do have. Don't forget, there's 7 laptops left. So the next 7 people that go to ttgoffer.com, you're going to see a laptop in your checkout card. If you see one, that means you're getting one. If you don't see a laptop, then that means we've already sold out. So if you're watching this after it's already aired, as long as you see a laptop on that page, then you know you're good to go. All right, but that's a good lesson here, guys. This is, you know, really good lessons here on support and resistance. I hope you guys found this helpful, you know, because this is how you can start to structure your trades, right? This is how you can start structuring your trades, these type of lessons, right? And how volatile a stock is. Okay, how volatile a stock is will determine how far above or below that level you really need to give a stock. Because I can sit here and say, right, like on CrowdStrike, we say that that level is 148, right? That's the level, okay? We say that we can say the level is 148. But does that mean if the stock gets to 148.18 that the level is broken? No. No, because we know that support and resistance are not necessarily finite prices. They are areas and they are zones. So a low volatility stock, maybe only a couple of pennies like Macy's or Ford or American Airlines, right? We got to welcome Jeff. Jeff, welcome to the family, guys. Now we're just down to 6. These laptops are going quick, guys. Jeff, welcome. We're now down to just 6 of those laptops. Everybody welcome Jeff, newest member of the TTG family. Welcome, Jeff. All right, guys. I like it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, questions, text us, 786-505-4049. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. Price drops at $10.69. Check out. You're good to go. You don't have to enter your address for the laptop. Don't forget that. You're going to get a welcome email with instructions how to claim it. So check your email after you join. And then you've got the double your money back guarantee that I really don't think that you need, but it's there for peace of mind to hold us accountable. All right, Jeff, welcome. So low volatility stock, stop loss can be tight. Stop loss can be tight. Medium volatility stock, maybe you got to give it $1. Higher volatility stock like NVIDIA or Enphase or Adobe, Netflix, now you're talking, you got to give that maybe $2 to $3, right? You got to give that maybe $2 to $3. You can't just sit there and say, and here I'll show you, Coinbase is a good example of exactly what I'm talking about, because look at this. There's a support level. Right? See these lines these 2 lines, that was the support level there on Coinbase. But look, see how you broke underneath it? And if you set your stop loss too tight, you're going to get stopped out of that position. Now, Coinbase is a bit more of a volatile stock than CrowdStrike. Coinbase is more volatile. Coinbase makes bigger moves in a given day, right? SEDG is another one that's extremely volatile, right? This is an extremely volatile stock. This stock will move $10 in a single day. How do you determine volatility? Reggie, great job. A general rule of thumb, Reggie, is what is the average width of a candle on a daily chart? So what I like to do is to go to a daily chart, right? You go to a daily chart and you take a look at the size of the candles on the daily chart. What is the average size of the candle? If you're dealing with a stock that on any given day can move from the low to the high of like $6, $7 or more, that's going to be a more volatile stock. Okay. Then you look at a stock that maybe moves anywhere from $1, $1.50 up to $5, right? If the stock moves $3 or $4 in any given day, that's going to be a medium level volatility. And then you take a look at a stock that maybe only moves 25 cents to $1 in any given day, like American Airlines. American Airlines on any given day only moves about 50 to 75 cents. That's going to be a very low level volatility stock. This is how you can start determining, is this low volatility, medium volatility, high volatility? And once you do that, you can start saying, okay, well, here's my support and resistance, because now this is all part of trading. Now with the lessons we just went over, now you can identify support and resistance. Well, now with this lesson, you can say, is this low, medium, or high volatility? And therefore, you know now how much room do you need to give your stop loss. If 1650 is your stop loss on American Airlines, then you can stop out if it gets to 1660, 1665 and get out of that position because you know the level's broken. But if you're trading AMD and you say the level is 120 and it gets to 120 and 20 cents, you can't stop out of that position yet because it's still within the resistance zone. You might trade Enphase, SEDG, Adobe, Broadcom, ASML, and say my resistance level is 500. It gets to 501.20. You can't stop out of that position because that resistance level is probably $2 or $3 wide. And that's how you put your stop loss in the right place. I hope this makes sense. Okay. I hope this makes sense. These are some really good lessons that you guys can take from today. I think they're going to be crucial in helping you make money these next couple of days. Okay. Because it's going to be a really volatile session after we get that CPI number, and I want you guys to be prepared for it. And these are a couple lessons that I think can really help you do that. We got to welcome Sanjeev. Sanjeev is the newest member of the group. We're now down to just 5. 5 spots now remain, guys. Sanjeev, welcome. Welcome. Sanjeev, welcome to the family. 5 spots left. Okay. So go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121. Guys, that coupon code is good till midnight tonight. You guys have till midnight to use the TTG121 to get the 51% discount to bring the price to $10.69. Okay. $10.69 is the price point. You got the double your money back guarantee, which will give you back $2,138 if you can't make back your membership fee at least one time after using the platform and going through the courses and passing our quizzes. If you guys still can't, and attend one study group, if you still can't make back the $10.69 at least once, we'll give you back $2,138. And you guys got the free laptop too. You keep the laptop too as well. All right, we cover shipping. All right, guys, that wraps it up for the educational part of the live stream. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I see a bunch of people saying that it was helpful. Great lesson. Thank you. It's my pleasure, guys. It's why we're here. It's why we do this. If you're not interested in the membership at all, you guys can sign off the live stream now. I'm done with the lessons, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications to make sure you never miss out on any one of these lives. For those of you that are interested, let me actually take a moment. I'll just show you the platform so you guys can kind of get an idea. I'm going to go over this. I'll show you guys the platform just a little bit so you guys can see. Here we go. All right. So let me show you guys the platform. So here's our chat room, right? Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades in real time. We're answering questions. We are with you from pre-market all the way through into the market close. We're not gone after an hour and you'll have to fend for yourself. You can also use the mobile app that lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio, and get real-time push notifications when our moderators enter and exit trades. That way you can follow along with everything that we are doing, even if you're not in front of your computer. You got 2 private study groups to speed up your learning curve, Benzinga Pros, real-time news feed with Squawk feature. You also get congressional trading data, track trades by Congress, insider trading to track trades by management teams, TradingView's premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. You go to TradingView directly. It's included. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform all day for you guys to use. A simulator lets you trade with fake money but real-time data so you can practice. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. You got dark pool data, unusual options activity, and options flow, short data. All of this is included. And now we got to welcome Christian. Christian, welcome. 4 spots left now, guys. Christian, welcome to the family, bro. ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Again, 4 laptops now remain. All right. 4 laptops now remain. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate. Text us right now, 786-505-4049. You're also going to get a trading journal that tracks your trades for you, and then a social sentiment scanner tells you what stock you're talked about most on social media. You get analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. You got our various AI tools, the watch list every day the mods publish with detailed entry and exit points for the stocks we're focused on, and then all the courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund, going through that 3-month educational training program. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto futures. You've got all of it, guys, for the 1069. There's no upsell or additional cost for more courses or pro courses. That stuff it's all included. All right. There's no hidden fees for these tools that I'm showing you. Everything on ttgoffer.com, everything you see on that page is included in the $1,069. Now, gang, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group. I wish I could, but I can't. But what I can guarantee is if you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group, and actually use the platform, and do not make the $1,069 membership fee back at least one time, I'll give you back $2,138. I'll double your membership. That's the guarantee. I do that because our refund rate is only 2.39%. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot. with over 2,200 reviews, and 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members. And that is why I can give you guys that double your money back guarantee. Go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121. You see a laptop, you're getting one. It's that simple. Get your butts in chat. It's going to be a fantastic rest of the week. Major catalysts incoming. It's going to be a wild finish to the week. It's already been a great start. It's going to be an even crazier finish. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your